Molly decided she didn't want any more. Her two friends were finishing their bottles too, and whilst Jennifer didn't get burped, Sarah did. Molly watched this, realizing her eyes were getting heavy. She felt really tired all of a sudden and she yawned. The yawn was interrupted by a cold baby wipe being wiped across her face. She randomly felt like she was about to cry because of the cold wake up, but the smiling face of her carer stopped her from actually sobbing. There. I knew there was a pretty little girl underneath all that grub. Molly's worker gently took one of Molly's hands and cleaned it of excess baby food, and then did the same with the other. Molly was about to ask to get out of the high chair when she suddenly flinched as Jennifer's loud complaining broke through the remainder of her sleepiness. I'm not a messy baby. I'm not. I almost fed myself all by myself this time. And I can walk loads almost without the walker now. I'm getting bigger all the time and I can talk good, so I am big. I am. Jennifer was pouting again. Jennifer's carer simply laughed as she kept trying to clean up the squirming teenager. I know you're a big girl, Jennifer. I was just saying you were a little messy, that's all. The carer tried to placate the whining girl as she wiped Jennifer's face and hands. I'm big. I'm the biggest out of all my friends. Jennifer began to cry. The worker lifted the teenager out of the high chair. My. I think someone is a little cranky. It is nap time for you three anyway. Can't have your parents coming to collect cranky little girls, can we? The bigger girl who Jennifer had run into earlier came into the kitchen at that point holding a sippy cup of juice. She saw Jennifer having a temper tantrum and giggled, walking up to the teenage baby being held by her carer. Is baby all poopy? She asked the carer with a mocking grin. The carer didn't realize that the girl was being mean and simply shook her head. No, she just needs a nap, poor thing is tired. The girl's grin widened. I don't need naps anymore. I'm going to kindergarten next week. I'm almost a big girl. The carer again nodded. That's right, Beth, but Jenny here still has a long way to go before she gets to go to big girl school. Jennifer wailed some more at being reminded how small she actually was, and she buried her head in her carer's shoulder to cry whilst her carer patted her reassuringly. Molly's carer gently pulled Molly from her high chair, and grabbing the teddy bear she handed it to the teenage baby. Molly hugged the bear, thankful for having her reality-altering abilities back. Her carer then carried the teenager out of the kitchen, following Jennifer's carer, who was carrying Jennifer over to the teenage-sized cots. Jennifer was placed into one and tucked in snugly, still sobbing but not nearly as much as sleep began to take over. Sarah was already asleep, drooling on her carer's shoulder as she was gently lowered into her crib and tucked in.